Hello people, welcome to another new video of Quantum Wellness. This is Dr. Rang speaking here. Thank you so much for tuning in again into a new video. So if you are the kind of person who thinks that eating healthy is boring, eating healthy is depressing, eating healthy is only for the rich, or it's so expensive, or eating healthy is just difficult and impossible, then I really hope that this video is the right one for you. So first of all, for those of you who are new to us, I want to show you a mini clinic tour to let you know how it looks, what do we do, what kind of therapy we provide, and why am I even giving up this information. I'll let you know later. So let's move into it. So if you think eating is boring in the first place, then look at this list we have prepared for you. So this is called the food preference survey, and you do this for yourself, and you have a whole bunch of vegetables to choose from, and these are mostly local. And you have other preferences. Then you can expand your own favorite, your list of favorites, and then we have a fruit list, mostly easily available locally, and then you can expand your list here. And then we have protein sources, and these are the few, and then you can expand your list here. So look, you say, eating healthy is so boring, but look at the amount of different types of ingredients that you have here. Instead of just eating the same ingredients like white flour, like bread, or like fried some flour again with something else, just with sugar. Isn't that even more boring? I don't know. But look at the ingredients that you have, the possibilities that you have, that you can unlock, in the realm of nature. And stay curious. If you're boring, yeah, you have to get yourself curious. What else the nature can bring to you. You can, just think like it cannot be just this few ingredients. I can go out and search for more. So this is the list: tomato, onion, garlic, carrot, cucumber, French beans, sweet corn, cherry tomatoes, lady's fingers. Lady's fingers are extra good. Spring onions, sweet potatoes are so good and so filling. Long beans, celery, lime, white cabbage, sweet pea, sengguang, mengguang. It's so cost effective. Butterhead salad, beetroot, kacang botol, parsley, turmeric, dates, cumin powder, tauge, kangkong, sweet potato leaves, coriander leaves, pak choy, and the list goes on and on and on. And look at the fruits list. The fruit list is shorter, and you can expand your own list. You can actually fill up this food preference survey, and I would actually add this file in the comments or in the description of this video, so that you can download for yourself and make a survey for yourself, so that you can keep this list as your to-go list of items all the time. And then you can mix and match and try to be creative in the way you consume these ingredients. So you say eating healthy is so depressing. Actually, it's depressing because you are already kind of like depressed, and not eating right is one of the key factors of getting this depression and lack of motivation to even start to make a change, make a good change in your life. And if you say eating healthy is depressing, do you think eating unhealthily is very delightful? Yeah, it makes you delightful, but for a short term. But in the long run, when you go for your body check in for years to come, then you will actually experience the undelightful consequences of eating unhealthily. So look at people with weight issues, yeah, and why most of all people who have weight issues, they tend to eat more unhealthily 80% of the time. When you have these weight issues, you have issues with your self esteem, and then you get more depressed. And this is one of the ways that you can get depressed. And actually feeding your cells the best nutrients in the long run, that's the most delightful thing that you can do for your body. So when you have that cravings, and it makes you so depressed that you cannot go for your cravings, and you have to go for this to go list of healthy items, then grab a huge jug of water, drink it down, stop and think about the results. Stop and think about how happy your cells will be to see this your to-go list of healthy items to go for. And or stop and think of the consequences of having each choice made for that bag of chips and another bag of chips and another bag of chips, and in a year you can actually see the consequences. Probably not in a year, in probably 10 years or 20 years, where you actually want to live a better life in your when you grow older. You want to live a better life instead. Yeah, because you have done so much in your youth. You have sacrificed so much. You've used so much of energy, and you focus on whatever your personal achievements, and you want to have a better life in your when you grow older. So the more you actually take the good stuff, the only happier you can get. So the only delightful moment you can get by eating unhealthy food is that moment. It's that very moment. But that very moment and every moment with which for which you make the same wrong choices, they are going to lead you to who you are today. How you are today. So you get that. Stop and think of the results. When you stop and think, the water is a great, just pure clean water, not any other beverages, is the key to washing off, to cleaning your receptors, and washing off that cravings with time. You have to be determined enough to stop and think before you get your um, cravings go to. You want to stop and think with a big jug of water, and then even if you eventually still can't, you still succumb to that temptation, you have drinking a jug of water, and that's gonna partly stop you from taking too much of it, or it has already kickstarted at least some detox is happening when you're having already a huge jug of water. Let's say put it at least 5 milliliters of water, sip it through, think about it, and then it's gonna get you when you get this habit going on, this water drinking habit. Each time you have a cravings, that's going to help you, that's going to hold you back, or eventually if you still get, you might even eat less of that bad thing, or even if you still decide to have that amount, you still have that water to help you get rid of that effects. And with time, it's actually going to clear your receptors, and it's actually going to you're going to have to, because this is my own experience, and this is the experience of my own family members with whom we did this together. And you will actually realize with time that, hey, you have less cravings for this and that bag of chips, that cupcake, that donut, and yeah, and if you find it very depressing to not being able to have that bar of chocolate, your favorite bar of chocolate, then take an alternative. You have a lot of non-sugar alternatives nowadays, using lacanto sugar, using erythritol. Of course, it's going to cause some bloating, but at least it's some alternative which is better. Probably at this time point, we think that it is better than taking that bar of chocolate with a whole jug of sugar in there. So we have alternatives. Just go for it, and try to, while you're working on your water flushing away those cravings, you can go for alternatives, to put you on that transitioning path. Yeah, that's gonna help you transition. So I mean, I treat myself above not sugar-free chocolates as well. When it comes to that special those special days of the month. Yeah, to those ladies where your cravings increased. So you have a lot of alternatives, and snack on fruits and vegetables. Snack on your favorite ones. Be creative with the ingredients, and yeah, you got me. And it's not depressing. And I'll share you a few links, and I'll send you the fruit preference survey that we created, that form, that Google form that can help you do that survey yourself. And I'll send you a few links of how this lady, roughly Christina, actually just creates all different kinds of crazy, amazing, colorful, very delightful, delighting recipes with just raw fruits and vegetables and nuts. So I'm not saying that I'm being propagandic about this raw thing, but and some people who are supporters of traditional Chinese medicine, they won't like the raw stuff. No, you can still use the same ingredients and be creative in your own ways. Doesn't exactly have to be raw, but of course you keep it down to boiling, steaming, baking, but not so much of the, but definitely I would say frying. It takes a lot of time. Why waste your time anyways? Frying, and getting all the oil, getting all stinking with kitchen oil, and you have to take a shower. Why not make it simple? So that takes me to another point of mine. I can't start eating, but that's the later point. But now we're gonna go into, I can't start eating healthy now because I don't have enough money. I mean, how much that bag of chips would cost compared to, for example, 2 apples. Sometimes it may cost, even if you take Lay's, if you take the better chips, yeah, the more delicious ones, so called, or the Pringles, it cannot be more costly than 2 to 3 apples, can it? You can still find the apples within that price range and snack on those. You can even snack on other good fruits, or I don't know, nuts, or vegetables. You can snack on very sweet, beetroot and carrots. It makes me so excited when I just imagine now. Now I have beetroot craving. So yeah, if you wash your tongue enough with a good amount of water, and then you train your new receptors, your cleaned up receptors to eat more snack, more of this these clean snacks, then you will tend to crave for them more. Okay, and you say you don't have money, but these chips is not going to only cost that amount of money that you're giving out now, but with the accumulation of the number of bags of chips that you're taking, probably you've taken throughout the year, that's not gonna only cost the money that you've already given out, but it also costs your health, which you actually are paying more to actually compensate for. You're not even compensating anything, you're just paying more and more and more. That bag of chips, you gave out the money, and then you get sick more often, you get this and that chronic fatigue or whatever, you have migraine issues um with those junks that you're taking, and you're gonna have to pay more. You're actually paying way you're actually richer, you know when you are taking a bunch of junks and still paying for your medical bills. So is that worth it? Stop and think. Take a jug of water, minimum of 500 milliliters. So, and the other trick is to not only get the so to say the healthy choices within your fruits, vegetables, your clean protein sources. Eat local, eat fresh. You don't have to get those Australian carrots, Australian broccoli. You don't have to do that. Sometimes they even contain more chemicals than the local ones. So yeah, eat local, organic, if possible. But then, most importantly, if you want to save that bunch and still eating those fruits and vegetables and clean protein sources that you want, eat local. Okay, and then you can eat cheap fresh. Your own health is the least and actually the most important thing you need to invest in, because you need a healthy, strong mind to keep you striving. Yeah, regardless of unfavorable circumstances like financial or health circumstances, of course, even more, all the more, until you reach your goals, and so that you can not only achieve but also enjoy for years to come the results of your achievement. Is it not that? So you say eating is difficult. Look, it's really difficult if you take everything and try to, like, I don't know, make it crispy by frying it, deep frying it, preparing it first I don't know, first frying the onions, then frying this and frying that, and then you put in the ingredients later on. You can actually keep it simple. If you say it's so difficult, actually eating healthy is so much simpler. Eating simpler is so much, so much more time saving, and you don't have to again soak yourself in that oil and that heat. Just keep your ingredients simple, and monotonous, but yet full of flavor. It's so satisfying. Now I don't even like to like mix a lot of things together, but it's so satisfying and so flavorful to just indulge in just one full taste of that fresh ingredient, and have them all um, eaten separately, and just with their own original taste, with probably just sprinkle with some fresh spices, or like turmeric powder, chili powder. I love that. Chili flakes, especially. I love hot food. It's no crime to take those, but it's from the nature. It's chili, and it's even good. It's even antibacterial, antifungal. It's a good thing. So there's no crime in taking chili. The first thing people always say is taking chili good, but you have to fill your stomach with filling stuff. If you have gastritis, of course, you're gonna have to fill your stomach with all the very how to say neutralizing food first before you still want to have that bit of chili that you're still craving for. I don't see no crime in there, but you need those healthy ingredients to actually get rid of the root cause of gastritis. For example, a lot of it will be caused by this bacteria, Helicobacter pylori. Then all these ingredients are going to help you get rid of those bacteria, and better if you can go for antibiotics. If antibiotics does not help, which it does not in people who are still exposed to those, even bioresonance therapy, if you keep yourself exposed to that bacteria, probably someone has it in your family, then you will still get it. But you can at least, strengthen your immune system for that. And then you can add those, you can still take some chili, yeah, after those nice immune boosting meal that can help your immune system get rid of that bacteria more effectively in the first place. And then you reduce your cooking time by, for example, just have a blender. How much is an industrial blender nowadays? It's like 118 on Lazada. I remember getting one for like 180. It's a huge industrial with 6 plates. It was so good. We just threw everything. I did this whole thing. We started this lifestyle, and during the pandemic, it was so fun. It was so fun, especially doing it with a family member that you love, and it's really mix and match, and you don't really have to care like um with this taste. You can really be so creative. We just open the fridge. We have got all bunch of like fruits and vegetables. We've got always avocados available, blueberries. You can choose your range of what you can afford, and you sometimes when you can just take a pineapple, mix it with papaya. It's a great mix, and I don't just throw some celery in there, and whatever you have, throw some dates. A lot of dates. If you want it to be sweet, you're still a sweet tooth, but still, dates is full of fiber, and it's full of very important nutrients and minerals and ingredients in there. So you want to mix that all in there. Sometimes you have grape dragon fruit. You can add apples in there. It depends on what you like, but apples really make the whole blend brown. But if you want apples, you just probably want to take it alone or something like that. Yeah, because that's what we learned from the whole process. Apples actually make it oxidizes really quickly, so it makes the color not very attractive, but make something that can attract yourself. And I don't know, sprinkle some raisins. I don't know, mix the colors, like beautiful colors all together, and make this nice smoothie. You can have a blender, and it reduces your cooking time. You don't have to. It's just a few minutes. You just cut it up, throw it in. You don't even have to cut your oranges. What you do is, because the industrial blender is so good, you just peel the oranges. You can start with your breakfast. Start with a huge bowl of creamy blended all kinds of fruits and vegetables that you have. Okay, you can sometimes. I won't even say add oatmeals and this kind of stuff. You want to try to like alkalize your body to the maximum in the morning. Drink a huge jug of water, and then take time to cut up your fruits and vegetables, blend it up together. But I would say if you add that oats in there, like which is the trend, which is helping people um, um, better transit into that total sort of like healthy meal kind of lifestyle, then they kind of like add oats and other wheat products. But I would say just keep that to a later time of the day, and start your day with more pure fruits, vegetables, those alkalizing products. And yeah, you can add some nuts, but it's still more towards the acidic side, including oats, although it has all the minerals and nutrients and fiber that you need. But leave it to the later time of the day. You can take the pure alkalizing and separate that. You can eat oatmeal later. You can blend it with some other things, probably some banana or something. Yeah, that's no problem. I would say you don't even have to count your calories by then. You just stick to what is good for your body, and your body will self-regulate, and your weight will be automatically regulated. And then yeah, if you eat more of the light fruits and vegetables, alkalizing food, and and to make eating healthy sustainable, it has to be simple. Yeah, a blender takes like a few minutes. Like if you have an industrial blender that costs like 180 on Lazada, it's pretty long lasting, and you just blend it. It's just gonna take a minute, if not less. And then you can have that huge bowl of flavorful, wonderful, colorful mix of I don't know, blasting with nutrients, and it makes you so happy. It really makes you so happy when you drink it so fresh, and you know that you're taking something healthy, and you are so you'll be so satisfied by that. So your take home message by now would be when it's boring, get curious, get creative. When it's you think it's depressing, stop and think, take a jug of water, and remember the results of healthy food. Healthy mind, and happy mind leads to enlightening your other paths in life, like financially, your career, your relationships. You're gonna see that change, all in all, in total. So if you think it's so expensive, eat local, eat fresh. You can definitely find that. You can have that food preference survey, that food list. It's most of them local ones, and you can choose your to go. You can actually first of all choose what you love, and then choose what you can afford. What are the ones that you love, which you can afford, or vice versa. And I mean, to make it sustainable, not afford it for one day, but for years to come. Yeah. And if you say it's difficult, actually, eating simple is way more satisfying and way more time saving and hassle free when you're talking about just shoving all kinds of vegetables or fruits or whatever you have. For example, put it to boil, put it to bake. Yeah. Put it to steam. Yeah, like sweet potatoes. Why do you fry it? It's such a waste of time. You cut it into small pieces, and then you want to fry it into chips, and then eventually you spend 2 hours on that, and then you're soaking in oil, and you stink. You have to take a shower. You can't really enjoy that clean self and the clean food. So, and again, seek alternatives when you are transitioning. Like if you're sweet tooth, choose the sugar-free products. You have sugar substitute, not the aspartame, the one you press and you have like tablets. We have new alternatives. Actually, a lot. If you just go to that part of that grocery store, sugar alternatives. You have erythritol. You have that brand called Lakanto. You have stevia nowadays, syrups, things like that. People don't like stevia, then you can go for Lakanto. It's actually the extract from that fruit called lohanguo, and it's called they're called mongrosides, and they're sweet, but they have no burden on your pancreas at all, which means it does not trigger any spike of insulin. So yeah, and it does not contain any calories. Yeah, close to zero, we can say. If you have bloating, you want to choose more on these probably stevia or some of the syrups that you can get actually in the market. If you get a lot of bloating from erythritol, then you can go for other alternatives. There's so much to discuss in here. I have to like cramp it. This is already too long to cramp it, into as short as a video I can. So I think I would end it here. If you have any extra questions or you want to discuss about this more, you can always contact us. And wait, you can always contact us at this number. WhatsApp. This number is only WhatsApp. You can discuss with me directly. And if you wanna just have basic inquiries of what our center provides and regarding the bioresonance therapy, then you can go for this number. You can WhatsApp and call, and this number you can only WhatsApp and send in your inquiries, and then I may even create videos to answer your questions personally. So thank you so much for tuning in today. If you want to get a bioresonance checkup, you want to monitor how well you're eating, how the supplements that you're taking, how much it has changed your health. You can go for a before after that health changing or health improvement journey that you're taking yourself. You can use bioresonance check as your tool to know where you are standing now in terms of your health status. Yeah, or you can even come for a diagnostics or a full body checkup to know where you are right now, and then you can proceed with your own health improvement journey, or you can even incorporate bioresonance therapy to speed up that healing process of yours. That's all as possible. I'm just saying that bioresonance is one of your solutions, one of your many solutions, yeah, and it can help you psychologically trying to transit to a better lifestyle. That is also a field where bioresonance can be of help. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching this video again. Thank you for your patience, and I really hope this actually was of some value at least to you. And I wish you best of luck. I wish you all the best in your career and your financial pathways and your health, most importantly, so that you can achieve and also achieve your goals and also enjoy the results of your achievement of your goals. So we see you in the next video.